And this car was horrendous. Are you going to sell it as like body oil too? Just
yeah. It exfoliates. You know, it's really good. Moisturize. You know, do that.
Yeah.
That car is my ultimate money no object dream car. Now it's like $25 million.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be able to afford it, but you know, in its project state, we don't even have the fuel tank in there. There's no wiring ran, but I wanted people to see this in a very, very raw state. Yeah, this is the entire car is going to be exposed carbon, and we actually have the exposed carbon piece over there. You want to see it?
Yeah. So I've been buzzing about this. 31 days ago, we were in his shop in sunny, moist Florida at the time.
Very moist, yeah.
Very sunny and moist. It was like a mediocre kind of day. And this car was horrendous.
Well, it still is horrendous. It's just now it's a little bit less salty.
It's amazing. I mean, basically, I just downloaded the Car Vertical app, and I was looking at the P1.
Yeah.
And I was looking through. They had all the pictures of like when the car was wrecked.
Yeah, those pictures. They don't tell. They tell a story. They don't tell the whole story, because once you get the car, then you go, oh, this was like underwater. So let's go check out the car as it sits right now.
Wow. I mean, first of all, right, the first thing you see is that brown interior. I know the livery is cool, right? But that interior for me is everything, because this car is a prestigious, at least one of the Holy Grail, right? It's
yes,
Trinity, right?
Yeah, it's part of the Holy Trinity. The Porsche 918 and the Ferrari LaFerrari.
Yeah.
They were the hybrid Holy Trinity, and now I have dehybridized this car. And now it's basically, what is it? It's like a Camry now.
What we call it is future-proof, right?
There we go, future-proof.
So all them people at home, they're jumping up and down, what did you do, right?
Yeah.
But all those people at home, where's your P1 build?
Well, it's not only that. it's just, I made a mistake by telling everybody, hey, I'm going to take out the hybrid system, and then I just kind of left it there. But in the next episode, I talked about why the reason was. Like, the reason for me taking out the hybrid system in this is because, I wanted this car to be the spiritual successor to the McLaren F1.
Yeah.
That car is my ultimate money no object dream car. Now it's like $25 million.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be able to afford it, but I wanted this car to be like that car in every way possible, which means we're going to make it the lightest and fastest, and we also want to make it the highest top speed McLaren ever made.
Wow, and that was like, didn't you say it was like 400 pounds being removed roughly?
Yes, 400 pounds, about 200-ish kilos, yeah.
That is a crazy amount, just being removed from the EV stuff, but you're not really taking anything away from the car. You've still got the power, you've still got the looks, you've basically going to have the prettiest P1 in the world.
Well, I think so, because this isn't going to be the final livery. This is a camouflage sort of. We're teasing a few things because we are in the Valvoline booth. We have the Valvoline livery here, which I really do like. But this is the entire car is going to be exposed carbon, and we actually have the exposed carbon piece over there. You want to see it?
Yeah.
You want to see the actual color?
Let's wait everyone to see that at the end. How about that?
Okay, all right, yeah. Actually, that's a really good YouTube thing. You leave the stuff that you want to see at the end.
There we go.
Yeah.
See, I learned that from him, right?
Yeah. I don't know if that works. I don't know if that's the way you do it, but
it's all going to be okay.
It works. But okay, a lot of people have worked on this car, and it's not just my blood, sweat, and tears, but so many people have put their heart and soul into this car. The body that we're calling the P1 Evo, that is by Exotic Car Gear. We have wheels by HRE. We have powder coating. It's all over the car, and that's by a guy named Jonathan at Luxury Choices. We have E3 Customs doing the interior, this complete bespoke interior. This is the best looking P1 interior I've ever seen, and we don't even have the dash in. And then we have the amazing engine that's going to produce around 1,300 horsepower to the wheels, which is about 1,500 brake.
That's unbelievable.
And that's made by Cannonball Garage, and they are the guys to do this, because I got my other McLaren, the 675, rebuilt over there, and I know exactly how to do it, and they do it right.
I'm a little bit funny when it comes to like the details, like stitching, welds, that kind of stuff. First of all, the stitching inside is next level in such a way that I've never seen a McLaren done.
Yeah.
Number two, the welds, the TIG welds on your exhaust are like nothing I've ever seen. And
this is unobtainium welding. The guy that owns the company, by the way, this guy, he welds stuff on spaceships and airplanes.
Wow.
And he did a stainless steel downpipes and titanium exhaust. And it looks fantastic. I'm really, really proud of what we have accomplished here, even though it's just a shell. I wanted people to see everything, you know, like they never get to see a P1 like this. Also, we have turbos that aren't on the car yet, but they're getting made, and that's by a company called Tachyon. And Tachyon is the original manufacturer of the P1 turbos.
Wow.
So they took a 3D scan of this, and then they're basically making, you know, way better turbos. They're making something that can handle 1600 horsepower.
That's unbelievable. And for me, the gold accents on this car really bring back that sort of soul. Do you know what I mean? Like with your other 675 LT,
yeah,
you did that gold heat shield, right? And then when I saw you redo that on here and like the brass lines and the firewall, I just think that gives you that homage to the 675 that you built.
Well, yeah, and then that was an homage to the F1, because the F1 in its engine bay used actual gold leaf, because it's a very, very good heat reflector. And that had, I mean, that was a big carbon fiber thing. So like they wanted to protect the carbon fiber. And I like doing this just because, you know, it looks, first of all, it looks really cool, but also it's a really good heat reflector. We have gold foil here. This is Cerakoted. They actually use a lot of this on firearms, so they can, you know, carry a lot of heat. But I obviously haven't started the car, so when you start the car and run it hard, these get nice and blue.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
So we wanted, you know, a lot of people, they get the blue exhaust, you know, they buy it like that.
Yeah,
like kind of pre-blued, but this is like coloring by RPM, you know?
I love that. You know, that's how we, you know, the ideas and these designs came about initially, it was natural. People weren't expecting that color change with the titanium exhaust and with the stainless and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen you've gone and painted the rear frame black.
Yes,
and
it's powder coated. Yeah,
that's got to be like the first one in the world, right? I've never seen that.
So one thing I didn't like about you know, any McLarens is that if you've ever seen the frame in a McLaren, they're just raw aluminum, and it looks a little bit industrial, and also your eye's drawn toward it. So if you just powder coat it black, your eye kind of negates that, and then you can pay attention to the details like this and this, and you know, it just makes things pop a little more. And I mean, the HRE wheels that we have, they're custom two-piece wheels for this car, and they're an inch wider than it would be for a regular P1. So P1 usually uses 305 wide tires. This is 325.
Wow.
So we're gonna definitely go real fast.
To me, it just feels like it's coming back together. You know, I was one of the first people to come and see this car when you bought it, and I remember it had like air conditioning through the windscreen. There was a hole in the windshield, and you've just done it so much justice. I mean, the carbon, the details, the engine, the brakes, the stitching, you're bringing it back to life. You know, it's amazing.
Hopefully, I mean, there's still a lot of work to do. As you can see, this is just, you know, in its project state. We don't even have the fuel tank in there. There's no wiring ran, but I wanted people to see this in a very, very, you know, raw state. So then when I come back next year and the car's running, they can be like, oh, wow, there's a lot of work done.
I think the most important thing about SEMA is people forget that this show is about showcasing product.
Yeah.
Some people forget that. You know, they build cars for SEMA and they put them on display and they don't even show off the product.
Yeah.
What you've done here is you've shown off a real build in real time, in a real state. And your channel lately, you've been throwing out videos like I've never seen before. Like you're smashing them out. I know that's because SEMA's here, but you're doing your sponsors justice.
Yes, and you know, I'd be remiss without saying, you know, Valvoline Global is a really good sponsor. You know, I told them about this build and all the changes we went throughout the build, and they're like, yeah, we're super stoked on it. You know, we want you to finish it, and we want you to, you know, whatever we can do to help, that's what we're going to do. So we're actually making some bespoke oil for this car. So, you know, this got to go really, really fast, and this is, you know, it's a built engine. So I told them the specs of everything. I told them the metal, you know, the metal that we used, and they're making, you know, they have like a Skunk Works division.
So you're going to have really like a Freddy viscosity.
Yes. Yeah. So we have like a special formulation, like a secret sauce oil we're going to put in this to make some real power. Are you going to
sell it as like body oil too? Just
yeah. It exfoliates. You know, it's really good. Moisturize. You know, do that.
I love it. I love it. And you know what, mate? You've done this car justice. It's amazing. You delivered. You promised at Valvoline. You promised me.
Yeah, but I also said that it was gonna. I said it was gonna be running. Actually, I might have said I don't know if it's gonna be running, but it's gonna be at SEMA.
Yeah. It's here, man. You've done it justice. There's a little something hiding behind me right now.
Yeah.
So if you come around here real quick, right? This is his mum's duvet.
Basically.
Yeah, and under here is I'm the first person in the world to reveal this, right?
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. So, shh, don't tell anybody.
This is crazy. So we're gonna unveil the color that you're doing the car in, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So,
my heart's pounding out my chest. This is a big deal for me. Like.
So we'll get a corner here.
Oh. He's gonna just tease.
They taped it up real good.
Oh my God, oh my God. So basically in my last video we said, guys, would you guess the color, right? Bit hard when you put a wrap on the car because there's no definitive color, but I told you guys it would come. He wasn't gonna express to me on the day, but here you go, guys, world exclusive. What colors Freddie's P1 gonna be?
Get a light.
Oh my freaking God.
You should get a light for this. So this is what I'm calling, we made a custom candy and there's a gold flake underneath it, and I'm calling it Amber Dawn. So that's what we're gonna go with for the entire car.
That color with those seats is unbelievable. Like, I've never seen anything like that.
And this is gonna be all exposed carbon, so you can see the carbon through the color, and
I can't breathe right now.
It's cool, right?
I forgot to breathe then. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for everything you do.
Absolutely,
from your channel to your builds, the way you come across, your friendship. Like, there's people in life out there that you know are going to be there for the rest of your life, man. And I'm so proud of everything you do, man.
Yeah, dude, I'm proud of you. You've when did we meet? I mean, I'm gonna get a little emotional here, but like
here, this exact day, 4 years ago, 2019, outside the SLS.
Yeah.
You had your Murcielago.
Yeah.
I have my NAS charger. Look at this. Look, it's stood up on my arm.
Look at my arm. Look at my arm. Yeah.
4 years ago,
man.
this day we met, and look what we've done. You've come to England. I've flown out to you. We've done some shit together that no one in the world gets to do. And
and I brought a half, a quarter finished car to see 4 years later. I feel like I'm going backwards.
How boring would it be, right, if he turned up in a car that was done? So.
Yeah, absolutely.
But massive thank you to you, man.
Absolutely.
Go check out the guys at Valvoline. Go come and see this car. This today is live. We are here at SEMA day one. This is the reveal video for the P1, all right? But it's gonna be here tomorrow. It's gonna be here the next day, and then Friday, which you could also, as members of public, get tickets to come to SEMA on Friday and SEMA Fest. But this video also would not be possible without the legends at Car Vertical. So thank you very much. See you tomorrow, legends, for another SEMA video. Bye.
Hey, yo.
Guys, signing tomorrow for another SEMA exclusive. See you tomorrow, and a massive thanks to Car Vertical.